Hi guys, it's Blackie and welcome back to the channel. Okay, it's spring. In the past I've told you, like in the fall, to go gather up your tenders and stuff like that. Well, now it's springtime and I want you to be aware of something. First off, if you're someone who is just easily allergic to poison ivy, poison oak, poison sumac, or any of the other things out there, this can be a difficult part of the year for you right now, because everything is just sprouting out everywhere, and there seems to be a little poison ivy or poison oak or just popping up everywhere. And right now the sap's running, and that's the problem. When you get against it, brush against it, handle it or whatever, it transfers onto your skin, whereas you get a chemical burn. That's what the burning and the itching is the way it does. Here's a little tip or trick for you that I've worked with a good friend of mine who is just horribly allergic to it, and yet he works a job where he has to be in the field, in the woods. That's just the way it is. He's doing timber survey. He's got to be in the woods. And so what we found to do was something that you find in the baby section. It's called Boudreaux's butt paste. It's for diaper rash, and it's a cream, and he covers his forearms with it. Any place that he might be in contact, his neck, etc. Now what it does, it is not 100% cure, but what it does is it puts a barrier on your skin that when that acid, those oils from the plant transfer, they don't automatically get on your skin. That Boudreaux's butt paste acts as a barrier. So it's kind of like putting sunblock on to go out in the sun when you know you need to do something, otherwise you're going to burn. If you're one of them people that, man, if I even walk by poison ivy, I break out, check it out. It will help. That way, if you go, I accidentally touched it, and you realize what it is, you've got an opportunity to wash it off, because it's just an oil that transferred to you. So if I've coated my skin with the Boudreaux's, I can take my canteen and add water and get it off of me, and then reapply some Boudreaux's on top of it. It makes a difference. Now, the second thing we're going to talk about is a do-it-yourself for your haversack. It's this time of year, and I want to carry something with me in my haversack to be a sitting pad, because I'm going to pull it out and lay it down. One, all the critters have hatched out and they're running everywhere. Ants, ticks, everything else. But I want to just sit down on the ground for just 5 minutes to take a break, or to, heat up a cup of coffee or something like that. I don't want to be sitting down in the middle of the stuff. Or, like I was saying, you may be one of them people, just a walking, a tractor of, poison ivy, poison oak. And you want a barrier that you can just lay down and sit down just in case. You don't even see it, but just in case. You know what I mean? So what I carry in my haversack a lot of times this time of the year, you can go buy or make some expensive product to be a portable seat or whatever. But for the haversack, this is what I use. And you probably have it at home or know somebody that can. Food bags for cat and dog food. It's actually a pretty good woven tarp is what it is. And it's got a plastic coating on the side of it. It's waterproof, it's cheap, and it don't cost nothing. So I just take one of the cat food bags and cut it up into a smaller piece. And in the back of my haversack down here, I carry a section of it. In this case, it was from last year, Kitty Special Gourmet. But because of that, I have a sitting pad, something I can sit down on, or I can lay out in front of me, be able to process food on, or process gear, because the ground's wet, it's muddy, it's whatever, and I don't want to get all my gear sopping wet. It's just something that folds up and weighs nothing. It was upcycle free. It slides into the back of the haversack and acts kind of like a frame in many ways, because I can push it straight down the back. Doesn't bother me to carry it at all. And it's something I can pull out, sit across the log, and then sit down. And not have to worry about mud, bugs, etc. I can also, if I'm about to process something and I need to keep it together, I can open it up and process, to make my tinder bundles or my bird nest, and be able to catch all those really fine little pieces of me maturating it and stuff will fall onto this white piece of plastic, and I can gather it up to put it back in the bird nest. Keeps my bandana from getting quite so dirty now, doesn't it? And it's disposable and it's cheap. I was already going to be getting rid of the dog food or cat food bag, right? Why not use it for something useful? You can also take these bags and sew them. I have turned them inside out before and sew the edges, put duct tape over it to seal it up, fold the flap over, put a piece of duct tape on it, and make like an old pontoon like we had back in rendezvous days. Sort of like a saddle bag for carrying certain gear that I just wanted to keep dry, you know, that I could take it camping. This is something that's going to stay at this camp. I'm not taking it home. Well, I'll take one of these bags and make up a storage bag for it, leave it camp. Something that's going to keep most of the stuff off of it. Upcycle, there's 1,001 uses for it. Hope you've enjoyed this content, guys. If you have, please hit that like, share, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Till next time, guys, I'm Blackie wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.